This is again Anamika Pisharati with Fida Fatima signing back as the MCs for the day. Before we reboot back to IEEE Link Face to Face 2021 Session 2, I have an important announcement to make. We'll be sharing a Google form with you in the chat box. We request all the participants to fill it by the end. This form will be referred to validate your participation and generate certificates for the same. I once again repeat myself, participants, please fill the Google form that will be shared with you in the chat box. The form will be referred to validate your participation and generate certificates for the same. I hope that's clear for everyone. Now, without any further delay, let's now begin our afternoon session with the track Guidelines on Collaborating IEEE Young Professionals with Student Activities. To share insights on this, we have Professor Nandan S. Chair, IEEE Young Professionals, IEEE Kerala Section, joined us here to enlighten us about the same. Speaking about Nandan sir, he's very familiar to all of us. He's the Assistant Professor and Placement Officer at LBS Institute of Technology for Women, Trivandrum. It is a pleasure to hear from you, sir. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Anamika, and thank you, Fida. So, 1 second, let me share my screen. So I hope it's visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yes. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So, good afternoon. So happy to be here, to be part of Link F2F. After leaving my turn as the student activities chair for the past 2 years, I was actually running behind coordinating this face-to-face meeting and all. And probably now I am in the safe side, and Professor Shankar will be. It's a very difficult task coordinating the student activities and all of IEEE Kerala section. Why? Because Kerala section is it's so huge that we have a very a very large number of a student crowd. Probably I should say globally #1 in terms of the student membership count, and the most number of active student branches, especially we have in Kerala. We are very strong in terms of student activities, and we had 2,500 plus activities that we had in the past year. I mean, in 2020 we actually had 2,500 plus activities alone from Kerala section. So that kind of vibrancy we student branches or the student activities committee is doing in its activities, especially in Kerala section. I should say in region 10 we are on top in terms of the number of activities as well as in terms of the quality of events or the participation in region 10 events or whatever. So we are always on top. So it's so happy that Kerala section is continuing its vibrancy in the current year as well under Professor Shankar and 3 very vibrant VSACs from Travancore, Kochi and Malabar, and a very vibrant student team especially. So I'm so happy to be here representing young professionals. Probably it's the first time I'm representing young professionals in a student event. So today probably I would like to share some insight or some knowledge about young professionals and what young professionals affinity group do here in Kerala section especially, and how student branches can collaborate with young professionals, right? So this is one area where the student members will really find it very interesting. Why? Because young professionals the community, or I should say the young professionals affinity group is one of the most, especially Kerala young professionals is one of the most vibrant young professionals affinity groups globally. So it's a trend, or young professionals affinity group of Kerala has come up with a lot of initiatives and has become a role model for other young professionals group across the globe, probably in terms of the diversity of activities that we do every year, and that saga continues right now also. So a lot of opportunities are there for the student members. Why? Because ultimately students or student branch activities, all these are for the career advancement of students, right? So we do technical activities. I hope you might have heard from our section leaders in the morning session. You might have heard from Professor Shankar and VSAX about the opportunities that a student can grab as part of as part of student branch activities. So our primary responsibility as office bearers, I'm not talking to a general crowd. I'm basically talking to a set of leaders. You all are representing your student branches. So I'm not just talking to a normal IEEE volunteer, but apart from that, even though right from IEEE president to a student member, all of us are volunteers, but still you people are a little bit more special. Why? Because you are representing student branches. We have people from the EXICOM of student branches, probably the next office bearers or the current office bearers of student branches, as well as the link team as well. So there are some responsibilities that is assigned upon you to give or make our student members clear about what are the benefits that that the student members can get from IEEE. So in professional, actually, I should say, yeah, I think somewhere. Yeah, all right. So I request others to please turn off your audio if you are not speaking. So all yeah, all right. So coming to our point. So if you have any questions, feel free to unmute and you can. Yeah, let me one second. Yeah, all right. So. Okay, so I should say young professionals affinity group is one possible area where we student members can collaborate with for your career advancement, right? So we basically involve in technical activities for a better career, right? So for getting a better career, or to reach or to identify the suitable career that best suit you or is best fit for you, right? So this is what one area where I will focus on, how you can collaborate with a young professionals group, and what are the normal activities that we do in young professionals. Probably after 2-3 years, you student members will also be a professional member. That time you will be we call you people as young professionals. So just I will go through the some of the the normal activities that young professionals affinity group of Kerala section do for its student members, and plus the possible collaboration opportunities that you people can grab from young professionals affinity group, especially from Kerala section, not just limited to Kerala section, globally as well. All right, so yeah. So we have right now, our membership is so huge. We are almost approaching 10,000. I'm not sure we have reached 10,000, but we are very close to 10,000 these days. So we have these close to 10K members, which is, I should say, in top 5 globally, out of which 1,000 plus are in the young professionals category. So probably you might be knowing close to 80% of our membership strength are student members. And now we have people, after completing their 4 years of graduation, they will be elevated to young professionals. And right now we have 1,000 plus young professionals who are very active in various industries, government organizations, public sector organizations, private organizations, people who are doing research in R&D institutes, And we have also people who were no very vibrant and who are actually involving in Kerala section activities, but doing their masters abroad in wonderful, great, wonderful universities as well. All right, so we have actually a group of say 1,000+ young professionals who are very actively participating in Kerala section activities. And these and people are from most of them are very much engaged in technical society activities. You might be knowing we have 12 technical societies, so our being a technical organization, these activities are also aligned in the technical areas of interest. But young professionals affinity group are not just meant for the technical advancement alone, but instead, I hope moving on, probably after 2-3 years, if you people join an industry, then technical skills alone will never make you fit for that organization, or will never make you the best one, or I should say the top in the top 5 category, never. So technical skill is obviously required, there is no doubt in that, right? Technical skill is obviously required. But in addition to that, to improve, or I should say to have a self-sustained, or I should say for growth in your career, you basically need kind of professional development. So the main focus is professional development. So professional development involves a lot more other things other than these technical skills. Right. Professional development is actually required for your career growth. Now, within a student branch, you will learn a lot more things. Student branch will give you a lot of opportunities to learn a lot more things. Get involved in technical society activities as well, based on your areas of interest. And tomorrow, probably after 2-3 years, you will go and join an industry where you may require some additional skills other than your technical knowledge for your career advancement. So IEEE Young Professionals Affinity Group basically helps its members. Most of them are in the early stages of their career. Most of them are in the early stages of their career, right? So young professional affinity group activities are actually for helping its members who are in the early stage of their career, for their professional advancement, for their career advancement. Plus a lot of volunteering experiences or opportunities will be there to give back to the society.
Uh, Nandan sir, excuse me, Nandan sir, we can't receive your audio. It seems like Nandan sir is facing some technical issues. I request our technical coordinators to get in contact with Nandan sir.
Yeah, working on it.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I feel that he's facing some sort of issue. So I will be in touch with him. He's calling now. So good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the inconvenience. He has faced a power outrage at his home. So he's running directly at the home supply. So being running in Wi-Fi, he couldn't connect right away. So he'll be joining shortly from mobile after tethering with the laptop. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box. So that the main agenda of this point is that how a student activities can be collaborating with the YP activity. So what is the actual process? That is the topic Professor Nandar is talking about. So if you have any clarification on that, you can put that and we can answer accordingly.
Participants, please bear with us. Meanwhile, you can put your queries in the chat box or can use the raise hand feature so that we can unmute you and you can directly interact with our faculty.
And thank you, Anamika, for that point. And Professor Nandan has just joined now.
Okay.
Okay, Professor Nandan, is it okay now? Should we need to share your PPT?
Yeah, all right. I hope I'm
You are
audible.
audible. Yes, yeah,
Okay,
loud
okay,
and
okay.
clear.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm extremely sorry because I lost my connection in between. So I hope it's audible, right?
Yes, sir. It's good to go. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, so I was mentioning about IEEE, Young Professionals Affinity Group, and just for the knowledge of the student members here, to meet the needs of recent graduates, IEEE formed something called GOLD. GOLD is graduates of the last decade in 1996. Later in 2014, this GOLD was replaced by young professionals. So previously, this you might have seen this term gold in our old newsletters and all, but from 2014 onwards, and gold was renamed as young professionals. So this is basically, this gold, or now the young professionals affinity group, is to meet the needs of recent graduates or those people who are in the early stages of their career. All right, and usually these YPs are post student members who are within 15 years of receiving their first professional degree. So it's not just limited to those who are within this limit. This young professional affinity group is open to all. Even senior or life senior members can also subscribe. They can also be part of young professionals. Even higher grade members can also be young professionals with 15 plus years. They can also be part of that with no additional cost. So it's not just limited to people who are in the early stage of their career, but this is now open to all. So probably after 2-3 years, you all will be part of this young professionals. Definitely you have to be. Why? Because young professionals is one of the the most the beautiful affinity group, I should say, in IEEE, where you will really feel the joy of volunteering. You will really get a lot of opportunities to grow more or to advance more in your professional career. That helps a lot for your career advancement as well. So a lot of opportunities are there. So you can find why people join us YP, or why people continue their student membership in YP, because of lot of factors, right? Why? Because the first and the most important thing is because of their interest in technology. If you don't have interest in technology, you cannot survive in any organization. So it is because of their interest in technology, or the most important thing is you will really feel the use of this particular point, the second one, networking. So probably tomorrow, after joining an organization, you may have to meet lot of professionals, lot of experts, lot of people who are having experiences in your areas of interest, lot of top officials of companies. All these may be required for an engineer. Networking is very, very critical. It's extremely critical for a young engineer to grow in his or her field. So being part of this YP affinity group, you will get an opportunity for networking and to meet a lot of professionals. Obviously, career advancement, this helps a lot, a lot. I should say it's something beyond words. So career advancement wise, this IEEE YP activities helps you a lot. And obviously for volunteering for a better reason, for advancing technology, for humanity. So that's the reason why people feel that that vibe, or that spirit of the true joy of volunteering in doing YP activities. And obviously you will have you can have technical advancement, plus your the other part, the soft skill improvement, plus volunteering opportunities, plus networking law opportunities, lot more. And we IEEE Kerala young professionals, we are the pioneers of you might have heard of these two, joy of volunteering. That's actually a campaign started by IEEE Kerala Young Professional Volunteers. And last year also, we started another campaign, which was, the global reach of that campaign is so huge. We have people who contributed to this campaign across the globe in such a huge way. That kind of reach we had in the proud IEEE YP campaign initiated last year in 2020. So these campaigns are actually to promote ethical volunteering in IEEE community. And over these years, our main focus was on helping the different sections of society by providing technical and mentoring support. Yes, we young professionals can help you student members a lot for your career advancement. Whatever you are looking for, future in your career, yes, we young professionals are here in Kerala section, or I should say globally, to help you a lot to understand what industry is looking for, what sort of some sort of mentorship that you may require. Yes, we will be able to give. Plus, I should say, to get the real feel of the joy of volunteering, please do involve along with young professional activities. Then you will come to know the true spirit of volunteering that a student may get as part of IEEE. In Kerala section, in Kerala or IEEE Kerala Young Professionals, we have something called YP Talks. Most of you people may be aware of this particular thing, YP Talks. Last year, I understand that we had around 60 sessions led by various, some of our young professionals who are working in different organizations. So they went to student branches to conduct technical sessions or expert sessions called YP Talks. That was an initiative that came last year, initiated last year in 2020, and still it's continuing. If you are really interested to learn, probably the main issue is, I know it very well, we sometimes bring very, very senior members like fellows or so from IEEE, but the students will find some sort of gap between communicating to these people, if they are very, very seniors. But they feel it very interesting or easy, or they feel it very I should say there is no reluctant in communicating with the young professionals team. So keeping all these in mind, we started this last year. So our young professionals who are working in industry, yes, they will come to your student branches. These time sessions are happening virtually, but probably they can handle sessions in your student branches in the areas of expertise that they have. So there lies a huge difference if we go for some sort of super seniors who are in IEEE, rather than those people. Some of our student members may feel these kind of sessions very, very useful. We had a lot of around 60 beautiful sessions last year, and all those sessions, most of them were technical sessions that helped our student members to learn what industry is looking for, what is their industry, what they have to learn to survive in industry, or I should say to get into in industry for the first time. So probably that helped a lot for their for getting placements and all. So YP Talks is one area where we can collaborate. Still, there are a lot of opportunities. Then we do have a lot of YP meetups and all. Probably student members, it's not open to student members, but in YP meetups and all, YP volunteer leadership training program, a lot of social mixer events are there where we really enjoy a lot. It's not sort of technical events, but sort of fun. Most of them are fun events where you will really feel the experience, or you will experience that the real that campaign, joy of volunteering, that tagline you will experience. So that sort of a lot of fun events we used to organize every year. Probably after joining YP, you can also be part of those events. We also do a lot of continuing education programs. So these are some of the areas that some of the programs that we did so far in Kerala section. We do teacher in service programs where we train young professionals along with students. Will train school teachers on the fundamentals of technology and all. If any of the student branches interested here are doing, here are interested to do these kind of TISP programs. TISP is actually an initiative. Soon you will receive a call from Region 10 Educational Activities Committee to organize these sort of TISP programs, teacher in service programs. Then you can coordinate within your student branch. You can coordinate this in your locality. You can select some of the teachers from your schools. You can ask the help from young professionals. They will also come with you. So students along with young professionals can go there, can train the teachers, make them understand how to convey the technology and its the fundamental concepts in a very beautiful manner, very interesting manner to school students. So that sort of outreach programs we used to do every year. And STEP is one of the most prestigious event of IEEE young professionals. STEP is Student Transition and Elevation Partnership Program. So we do STEP multiple times in a year. STEP is actually for the elevation of student members to young professionals. We welcome student members to join from the student community to young professional community through this STEP program. In this step program, we will tell you, we will give more information about young professionals, its activities, the future support that you get from young professionals, so and so. So again, I am requesting all the student branch office bearers here, you may request a young professionals affinity group of IEEE Kerala section if you want any resource person to do local step programs within your student branch. Obviously, there will be a single step program happening in Kerala section level, in the Kerala section level across Kerala for all students. In addition, that's actually funded by Global IEEE YP. In addition to that, I request you people to conduct this step program within your student branch for those students who are in the 4th year of their course, in the final years. So this is actually for making them understand about young professionals. So after this step program, we will do the necessary follow-ups, and we will help them to join or be part of the young professionals community. So I request the office bearers to do local step programs within your student branch. And for that, you can approach us if you need any resource person from our side. Definitely, we are more than happy to provide, very experienced IEEE Kerala young professional volunteers who can come and share their experience with you. We also did some entrepreneurship programs last years, and we are also planning to do some in future as well. So those who are more interested towards entrepreneurship or its related activities for in the startup related activities and all, yes, we young professionals will help you. We have many people who are entrepreneurs who are part of Young Professionals Kerala section, Kerala Affinity Group. So we can help you, we can guide you, we can mentor you probably if you are interested. Those kind of meetups definitely you can expect. We also do early career faculty development programs. So if you are interested, anybody here interested towards, towards a teaching profession and all, probably that requires some sort of training and all to become a good teacher. So it's sort of a different kind of training. Yes, we young professionals do programs to help early career faculty members as well. And we do a lot of community engagement workshops. If you are doing site related activities, yes, we have a site coordinator now in LinkedIn. In addition to that, you can approach IEEE Kerala young professionals as well. We are more than happy to help you. We are more than happy to support you in terms of any technical support or probably any sort of support. Yes, we will also be there to help you if you are more interested towards humanitarian activities. We can have some collaborative projects that can be submitted to HAC and all. Yes, lot of opportunities are there. Yes, we young professionals are there to help you in this regard. And previously we supported the EPICS project as well of Global IEEE, and these are some of the previous. We did a lot of site camps. We started micro meetups. We are doing a lot of outreach programs. Yes, these sort of events are happening in student branch level, and I request those who really want support from young professionals, please do reach out to us. Okay, so because of the short of time, let me restrict here. These are the possible collaborations that a student member can get from our side. One is step program, as I mentioned. Please ensure maximum transition from your student branch from a student member level to YP level. If you need any support in this regard, yes, feel free to contact me. I will be more than happy to help you to organize a step locally in your student branch. Then the second is YP talks. Whatever is you can visit IEEE YP Kerala website. You can see the resource persons and the topics. You can choose any resource person based on your interest. Is we will be more than happy to deliver sessions in your student branch. Now, MD sessions, if required, yes, you can ask for young professionals, but only through proper channel. The whole authority of the MD sessions in Kerala section is the MD chair and the link MD team. So probably you can send a request through the link website, and you may specify the resource person if it is required. If you want a resource person from YP, you can specify that, probably with the recommendations from MD chair and link MD team and SAC chair. We can provide YPs for MD sessions as well. And if you need YPs as resource persons for any other events, for example, workshops or talks or anything, or some sort of industrial visits if you want to plan, yes, if you want YP resource persons, then please do reach out to me through the SAC chair. You can inform SAC chair, and probably through proper recommendations of SAC chair, I will be more than happy to assign or to give the YP team available to help you, support you within your student branch. And there are many people who in young professionals community who can help you or who can guide you or support you for your career growth. We can conduct some mock interviews, placement oriented programs we conducted last year. So a lot of things we young professionals do. Yes, please do reach out to me or to young professionals team through SAC chair. Probably we will be able to help you a lot. And this is one of the most prestigious event that we do is nothing but job fair, which will definitely help you people. Now, ultimately, we are all looking for a job. So if you are not getting placements or so, yes, we young professionals along with SAC team will organize job fair, and where we will bring a lot of companies. Please do keep in a close contact with us so that you will also come to know about the updates about job fair and other related activities. So these are the possible collaborations in short. Or any request in addition to this, any request if you have, yes, please do directly reach out to me. Please do write to us with giving proper information or by sharing this information with SAC team as well. We will be more than happy to help you a lot. So that's all from my side. Sorry for some delay, technical difficulties in between. So if you have any doubts, you can please drop a mail directly to me. I will be more than happy to help you or support you. Okay, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak a few words about young professionals to this community, student community. Thank you.
Thank you, Nandan sir. That was really nice. So thank you for taking us this track on collaborating IEEE YP with the student activities. And so as sir said, queries are always welcome, and we shall clear them either if you post in the chat box or if you can mail him directly. So once again, thank you, Nandan sir. And next, we have with us Mr. Thomas Sabu, Membership Development Chair, IEEE Kerala Section, to take the next session for us. And he'll be taking us through a track on Vtools reporting and OU analytics. Thomas Sabu, so can we have you?
Melvin, on the co-host.
Hello, am I audible?
Melvin, on the co-host, Mr. Thomas Sabu.
Yeah.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Fida. Thank you for the introduction.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, am I audible, Fida?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please continue.
I will share my screen. 1 second. Yeah, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah. Okay. So, happy Republic Day and good evening to all. It's a nice moment for me to come back to student activities and giving a session again. So I think probably after some 4 or 5 years, I am giving a session to the IEEE student activities. Okay, so it's a pleasure for me to give the session. So today we will be going through IEEE Vtools, volunteer tools, and OU analytics. As the student leaders, these Vtools and OU analytics will help you in managing your student branch activities as well as managing the overall things. Okay, IEEE Vtools is basically IEEE volunteer tools. It's a set of tools developed by volunteers itself for IEEE members and volunteers. And for going to IEEE Vtools, just type the site.ieee.org/vtools. And there are a lot of training materials for how to use these Vtools. And that you can find in the second link, kb.ieee.org/mga-vtools. Okay, so once you going, once you visit the IEEE Vtools website, you can see a website similar to this one. Okay, and on the right side, there is something called quick links. Actually, Vtools contain different tools, and I have marked the quick links. Okay, these are the available tools which you can, as a volunteer, you can use. Okay, to use Vtools, sometimes you may request specific authority. For example, you should be the branch counselor or chair. Okay, a normal member of the SB may not be able to use all the Vtools resources. Okay. So we can go through the quick links, IEEE membership validator, Vtools ENOTICE, events, officer reporting, and student branch reporting. These 5 things we will discuss today. Okay. The first one, we can directly go to the first one, which is the membership validator. Okay, sometimes you organize an event and you will give special discounts for IEEE members. So if a participant come and tell you that I am an IEEE member, you can directly ask him what is your membership number, and you can go to this website. Just type IEEE membership validator, and you can get to this page, and you type the membership number of that particular person and just click on submit. Once you submit that, you can see the whole details of his membership. So first initials of the first and last name, whether the membership is active, what is the grade of the membership, then what all society affiliations does he or she have. Okay, so that's all about membership validator. It's very useful tool, especially if you are doing conducting any conferences like that. Okay, and without going further, I have to thank Ms. Anaga and the chair of IEEE SB GC Kannur for giving her credentials to log into the IEEE Vtools. Without that, I may not be able to give this presentation. Thanks, Anaga. So now coming to e-notice. IEEE e-notice is something you may already receiving a lot of e-notices from IEEE as well as the section. So it is something like a bulk messaging system, mailing system. Okay, just like MailChimp or any other bulk mailing systems. Okay, so the benefit is that if you want to send or pass a particular information to your SB, the whole SB members, or a particular category of members, like to all the IEEE Computer Society members of your SB, you can use this IEEE e-notice tool. Okay, so in order to use that, just go to this link, enotice.vtools.ieee.org. Once you go that, you will get a website like this. Okay, and to create a new, or you can draft an e-notice and save it for later and things like that you can do. Okay, it's pretty simple. Just click on manage e-notices. I have marked it on the top. Once you do that, you will end up in a landing page like this. Okay, currently there are no draft or previous e-notices here. Okay, so to create a new e-notice, click on create e-notice. Once you click on that, you will get a window like this. You have to give the basic information of your event. That is the subject. Okay, so first you have to give the subject of the e-notice. Then when exactly should you need to send this e-notice? For example, if you are organizing an event for February 10th, at least you have to send it by February 3rd. Okay, and you can again schedule a reminder for the same e-notice. For example, if you send the e-notice on February 3rd, you can send a reminder on February 6th. Okay, and you can also set the priority based on the content of the e-notice. For example, if you want to just inform your members that there is an event happening in June, so that is not of a huge priority. So that's a normal priority. Sometimes if you want to share the login details or share the login details of a particular website, login link of a particular event, then that is of higher priority. So you have to select the priority to higher or critical. Okay, so you have to select, give the subject, the date, and if you need to schedule any reminder e-notices, do that, then give the priority. Then click on next. Once you click on next, you will go to next page, next step, whether you can select what or which organization unit you want to send this e-notice. For example, if you want to send this e-notice to the entire members of your student branch, here it is Government College of Engineering, Kannur. I have to check that, and I have to select the membership grades of the members who should be receiving this e-notice. For example, if you want to send the e-notice only to student members, uncheck all the rest of the things. Okay. So, and membership status, again, you can select. For example, if you want to send a renewal reminder to your SB members who haven't renewed it, then you have to uncheck active and check arrears. Okay. Then click on next, do all those things and click on next, and you will end up in next page. You have to give the from email address, from name, reply to email address, and reply to name. Normally, we won't change the from name and from email address. Once you do that, click on next. And the last page, you have to give the content or your information. What exactly your information you need to send as the e-notice. You have to type in the body part. And if there is any attachment like flyers or anything, you can attach that also using browse option and click on submit. Okay, actually there are two options. If you notice that there are two options, first one is submit and second one is send as express. While we select an e-notice option, we have two options. We can send an e-notice as a normal e-notice or as an express e-notice. Normal e-notice means if you submit to send an e-notice today, it will send to the recipients within 5 days. That is the normal scenario. But if you want to send it immediately, you have to select the option called Express. If you select the option called Express, it will the IEEE staff will send this e-notice within 24 hours. But due to COVID situation, it is getting lagged by 1 or 2 days. Okay, so there are for e-notice there are two options. One is normal e-notice and the second one is Express. Always plan in early so that you will get enough time to send the e-notice. Okay, so always prefer normal e-notice. Send express e-notice only if required. Okay, so that's all about e-notice. Okay, hope that is clear for everyone. Okay, so I'm moving to the next part, which is the important part, the student branch reporting. All the details of student branch reporting is available in this page. There are a lot of tutorials there. Okay, I have taken some screenshots from this particular website to understand what all reporting we have to do. Okay, first reporting that you have to do is student branch annual plan. Student branch annual plan is the due date is coming. It's February 1st. So it means you have to give the annual plan for current year, which means this is 2021. So you have to give the student branch activity annual plan for 2021 before February 1st. So this is really important. Once you do that, you will be eligible to get the rebate, student branch rebate from IEEE. And you already know this thing. If there are 50 or below members, you will get $50. If above 50 members are there in your SB, you will get $100. Additional to this amount, per student, you will get $2. So this is the calculation. So in order to get eligible for this thing, you have to do this student branch annual plan. Okay, that should be done on or before February 1st. Okay, so second type of reporting that you have to do is the officer reporting. Officer reporting means you have to tell IEEE that this particular person is the chair, that particular ma'am is the student branch counselor, like that. So you have to give the execom details to IEEE, and for that you can do there is one link, and that is called student branch officer reporting. And third type of reporting is the event or meeting or activity reporting. You have to do at least 4 per year. Okay, and there is no limit for the activity reporting. Okay, so we can check one by one in detail. First, I am going to check the event reporting. Event reporting, it's called Vtools events. Vtools events, it's called. Okay, and the link is events.vtools.ieee.org. And once you go to that website, you will get a page like this. Okay, and on the top, you can see event or report administration. Okay, just click on that. Once you click that, you will get another page. Okay, on the left side, you can see 2 options. You can schedule a new event, or you can file a report of a past event. So schedule a new event means you can schedule a new event which is happening in future. For example, you are going to conduct an event in March 2nd. So you can schedule that event here. Okay, the benefit of scheduling it here because is that once you schedule it here, people around the globe can view that event, or they can view that this particular SB is doing that particular event. Okay, so always try to schedule your event prior to the conduction date in IEEE Vtools. Okay, so to schedule the event, just click on schedule a new event, and you will end up in the create an event page. Give the title of the event, the category, subcategory, the date and time zone, and the description of the event. Then the agenda of the event, and if there are any keywords. Keywords can be like, if you are associating with IEEE enclosures, you can type IEEE enclosures, or any society, say power and energy society, like that. You can type the keywords. Okay, and if there is an event flyer, you can attach that as well using the browse option. And once you complete all those things, click on next. Then you have to give the details of host. Okay, the host can be your SB itself or any chapters. All those details you can find it on the primary host organization unit there. Then you have to give the host email, and those 2 are mandatory. And if any other organization or any other entity is co-sponsoring the event or associating for the event, you can mention that as the co-sponsor name. And if you can give the extra contact information if there is any, and the URL of the event page or website, and then click on next. Then you can give the if the event is happening in virtual mode like this, you can give the virtual platform information there. Otherwise, if the event is physical, you can give the address and everything there. And once you do that, again click next. And here, if there is any registration payment, all those things you can do it here, but normally we don't do that. We go for other platforms. And if there are any registration link, you can select the external option. And if there is no registration link, then click next. Again, click next. And here you have to give the speaker information. You can give the speaker information, their name, their affiliation, and everything you can give. Once you do all those things, you can save and publish the event. Once you publish the event, it will come to the IEEE events page. And later on, you can, or your friend can view the event. Okay, so if you see that there are a lot of events are there listed, those are actually scheduled earlier. Okay, and once you complete that particular event, you can you can file the report of that event. Filing report doesn't mean that you have to write a long essay regarding the event. It's not like that. Only thing that you have to do is you have to give the number of participants who are IEEE and non-IEEE. Non-IEEE are called as guest. Okay, so just click on file a report for the past event. If the event is already scheduled, you have to select my event is already in the system. If the event is not scheduled, you have to do the previous step again. Okay, otherwise you can select my event is already in the system, click on that, and you have to give the number of participants attended. You have to categorize it as IEEE and guest. Non-IEEE is called guest. Okay, just type that and save and publish. So that's all about IEEE events scheduling and reporting. Okay, so once you do the plan for this year, after conducting every event, you have to report the file in Vtool events. So second type of reporting is the officer reporting. For that, you have to go to the link offices.vtools.ieee.org. Okay, again, you can see a website like this. Okay, there are two options actually. Normally, you can manage the offices. Second one is you manage your website. Website means your SB or your chapter may have a website, so you can manage that. So first one, I show you how you can manage your website, or you can change the website. So click on manage URL and you will end up here. You have to select which organization unit you are from. So if you are from GC Kannur, then GC Kannur, I have to type just Kannur and it will automatically come up, and just select it and select the organization unit, and you can change the website here if required. Okay, so change that and click on submit. So that's it. Okay, once you do that, if you want to change the offices, then SB offices, then click on manage offices. If I click on that, you can see the current offices list. So if you see in this window, only two officer positions are listed, the chair and the branch councillor. So currently the chair is Anaga and councillor is Manoj Kumar MB. Okay, so before adding the new officer in the sense, before giving the name of the new chair, you have to end, or you have to set the end time of the current chair or councillor. Okay, so to give the end time of the current offices, click on end time. Select, before that, select the officer position and click on end time. Once you do that, you can give the end time. Okay, so I have asked the illustration, I have given 30 Jan 2021 and click on submit, and it will automatically get submitted. Okay, and to add the new officer, okay, click on add officer. Make sure that just if you click on the add officer, an error will come up. You have to select the officer position and then click on add officer. Okay, once you do that, you will get an page pop up like this. Okay, so you have to give the member number of the officer, the term start date and term end date. For example, if his term is coming starting from February 1st, you have to mention that, ending by Jan 31st, 2022, you have to mention that as well. And click on submit, it will automatically get changed. Okay. And currently you can see only two positions are there. If you want to add the secretary position also, currently it's not there, but you have to request it from the IEEE staff. Okay, so to do that, you have to click on request a new officer position. Once you click on that, you will end up in a page like this, contact staff page. Okay, so you have to give an explanation for why you require an additional uh, officer position. So you do that and click submit, and they will come back to you through mail. So that's all about SB officer reporting. And the third one, which is very important because the due date is on February 1, 2021. It's almost 5 days ahead. Okay, so we have to complete that to get eligible for the student branch rebate. Okay, so it's very simple. It's actually pretty simple. It's not a complex task. It will take only 5 to 10 minutes maximum. So to do this, go to sbr.vtools.ieee.org. Otherwise, just go to any browsers and type IEEE Student Branch Annual Plan, and you will end up in this website. Okay. Once you try to plan the new activity plan for 2021, click on New Plan. You have to fill all these details. Once you click on New Plan, you have to fill all these details. Okay. First details is student branch annual plan, which is the information of your student branch. So you have to give the student branch code and name. It will automatically come up when you type Kannur or Calicut or whatever. Then click on reporting year. This year it's 2021. Then student branch chair name, chair email ID, then the branch URL and email address if there is any. Then go to the next tab. Here you have to give the branch operations and funding details. For example, how much fund you already have in your account right now, and what would be the fund, or how you are planning to raise fund for the activities of this year, what all activities generally you are planning for this year, and things like that, how the income, total income will come, and things like that you already know about your SP, that you can mention here. And if you go to the next page, you can see activities page. It's categorized as technical, non-technical, administrative, and other types. Okay, other types, maybe it's fun type or something. Okay, so you have to, it's categorized into different months. So you can give the number of activities you are planning for a particular month. For example, I am planning technical events, 5 technical events in Jan, and rest are 0. You can mention it like that. Okay, so you have to fill all this and click on next, and there is one option will come up where you have to give the goals of this year 2021. Okay, what's the goal of your SB in 2021? For example, I can write, our goal is to improve the student membership from 100 to 150 by the end of this year. That's a goal. Okay, and probably you can give explanation by how you are going to do that. So maybe you can mention that as well. Click next, and you will end up in a page called signatures, where you have to give the mail ID of these particular persons. Branch chair, maybe the branch chair will be doing this SB annual plan. So it's obvious. Okay, the branch counselor you have to give, the section chair. These 3 are mandatory. The section student activities committee chair, that is our SAC chair, Professor Shankar, and the section student representative, this is Sri Lakshmi Raj, Ms. Sri Lakshmi Rajiv. That's optional. Again, still you can give that, and you have to give the email ID of regional student activities committee chair and student representative. Don't get panicked by seeing this one, because there is an option to get the email ID of these 2 people. Okay, either you can ask your link team or hub team or SAC chair. Otherwise, you can directly get it from the link which is mentioned above. Under signatures, there is a link which is mentioned. It's about the IEEE rosters. Rosters means you can see all the leaders, volunteer leaders of different organization units. Okay, click on that. Once you click on that, you will end up in a page like this, and you have to access IEEE rosters. Click there, and you will get a page called IEEE roster search. Click on organizational unit and type Asian Pacific region 10, and just click search. Once you search, you will get the Asian Pacific region 10 link. Click there, and you will get the details of all volunteers of region 10. If you scroll down, you can see the regional student activities chair and regional student representative. If you click on the view contact information, you can see their email ID. Just copy that and paste it in the signature page. And then this is the last step, which is called save and submit. You have to give a name for your annual plan. For example, IEEE SBGC Kannur Activity Plan 2021 or something. And just type that and click on submit. Okay. Once you submit this, the people in that email ID, the signature part, will receive a mail like this. Okay. Dear volunteer, you can view and sign the student branch report via this link. Okay. So that particular person should click on this link and give a digital signature. Digital signature in the sense, just click on a button, that's it. No need to give any signature, your signature or anything, just click on a button. Okay, so if you see this page, you can see the submitted activity plans here for the year 2021. Okay, and this one which I marked, how mentioned that it is electronically signed by the branch chair, Mr. Ovier Lackett, on Jan 25, 2021. And rest of the submissions, you can't see that. So the process will complete only after you sign it electronically. You can do that after you submitting the activity plan, you will receive an email like this and click on that. That's it. Okay. So that's all about the student branch reporting. Now the last one, which is the OU analytics. OU means organizational units, like your student branch or Kerala section or subsection like that. Okay. So OU analytics means you can, with this platform, we can give the details of all the members of some particular organization unit. For example, if you are the branch chair, student branch chair, you can see the complete details of all the members in your student branch. Okay. To get into this page, either type this website or you can just type IEEE OU analytics in any browser, and you will end up in this page and click on access IEEE OU analytics. And this is the landing page. This page is called landing page. This is the IEEE OU analytics landing page. And if you see, there are different options, 6 options: members and affiliates, students, volunteer positions, memberships, societies, technical councils, affinities, subscriptions, and more, doublet and mark. The first, second, and fourth one we are going to discuss. Okay. The second one, first we can see. Second one, it's students, which means you can, with this students option, you can see the details of all the students in your organization unit. If you are the chair of an SB, you can get the details of all the student members in your student branch. So to take that option, click on students option. Once you click that, you will get the students dashboard. So you can see I have marked the red color. The school name is given. It's coming under Kerala section. The total number of the total number of members of that particular school is here. It's 345. Okay, and student count by gender is marked here. Okay, it's female, male, unknown. It's there. Okay. And on the top, you can see some filters there. Currently, it is showing the IEEE status as active. Only active members are shown. If you want to see the people who are not renew, you can select it, the filter to arrears. Then it will show all the details of the people who are in arrears. So currently, we have seen the brief details. We can get the complete details just by clicking on the school name. Once you click on the school name, the particular option will change into, the color will change to blue. And on the top, there is something called detail. A button called detail is there. Just click on that detail and you will get the whole details of your student members there. Okay. So you can download it and analyze it, or you can give some filters here. Like on the top, you can see region, section, school section, school name, grade, IEEE status, gender, and all. If you want to get only the male, then you can select that filter like that. Okay. Especially if you give the list to the women in engineering people for a particular event, you can select the details of all the women members. Okay, so all those type of filters that you can do, and once you get the completed the filters, you can download this data. It's on the top. There is an option called download. Click there. And there are different formats in which you can download, either as image or PDF or data, or if you're a data analyst person, you can download it as text data or PowerPoint, or the option which I prefer is cross tab, in which you can download it in either CSV format or in Excel format. If I click on cross tab, 2 options will come, either in Excel format, which you can open in Microsoft Excel, or in CSV, that again you can open in Microsoft Excel. Okay. So click download, either select the format and click download. Okay. And you can view all the details of your members. Okay. The second option here is memberships. For example, if you want to get the details of all the women in engineering members in your student branch or in your affinity group, you can click on this one. Or if you want to get the details of all the particular society members, for example, the computer society members, you can get it from here. Membership, societies, TCs, affinity, subscription, and more option. Click on that, and you will end up in a page, a dashboard like this. And you can see all the IEEE societies and affinity groups here. And if you want to select a particular affinity group or society from under the product category, you can do that. Currently, I have selected only IEEE Computer Society. Click on the uncheck the rest and click on IEEE Computer Society and click apply. If you do that, you will get the details of a brief details of IEEE Computer Society membership. Currently, there are 127 IEEE Computer Society members in this particular student branch. If you want to get their details, click on IEEE Computer Society membership, and its color will change to blue. And on the top, there is an option called detail. Click on detail, and you will get the details. If you want, you can download it again. Okay, click on download and select the option, and it will get downloaded in that particular format. And last one, if you want to get the complete details like the members, graduate student members, students, then student chapter members, affinity group members, all the details. If you require every complete details, you can click on members and affiliates option. Click on that, and you will end up the dashboard like that. And you can see the graduate student members are 2, member is 1, student member is 342, and the total is 345. And if you want to download the details, click the name, IEEE grades, and click on detail and download. So that's it. OU Analytics is pretty simple. Previous to earlier, there is something called IEEE SAM IEEE. That's a pretty complex platform, but currently the OU Analytics is really simple, very easy to handle for any, even for the beginners. Okay. So to use OU Analytics, you should be a officer who is reported in IEEE SB officer reporting. Okay. Maybe the SB counselor or the SB chair can access this. Okay. So that's it. So that's it from my side. I think I have covered the important points. If you have any queries, you can ask me.
Thank you, Thomas. So if anyone has questions, please feel free to ask directly, or you can please post them in the chat box. We can just take them again and ask. So we have a question here. Can we add membership development coordinator as an officer in Vtools? So from the SPs, there's a question.
Yes, we can do that, but you have to request for a new officer. There is one option on the right side to request a new officer.
Okay, sir. Okay, so I think so. That's all. That was the only question that we had in the chat box. So once again, thank you, Nandan sir and Thomas sir as well. Thank you for taking us to tracks which are very much necessary when it comes to SBs as well as us. So so with this, we've before winding up, there is an announcement I would like to make to the participants. We've assigned POCs to keep in contact with you, and if you feel like the communications aren't through, you can reach out to the respective student representatives as well. Okay, so with this, we've come to an end of IEEE Link Face-to-Face 2021. Brought to you by IEEE Kerala Section, our initiative to kickstart the engine to light the spark of teamwork and team spirit within us to achieve the uncommon together. So hope the spirit is very well initiated, and nice to meet all the SBs together today. Though it's a virtual meeting, hope the meetup went really good. Perhaps we are really glad that we got to meet all of you virtually. Hoping to meet all of you very soon, face-to-face on a physical scenario. Myself, Vida Fatima S, and Anamika Pishardi signing off. Thank you so much. And hereby, I declare the meeting is closed. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Fida. There was actually a quick question from Anandu Ganesh. So when do we do annual reporting? Should we do ad society? Yes, actually, like SB, we have SBC as well, and the chair or the advisor of the corresponding student branch chapter will have the access, and the reporting can be done. I hope I have answered the question.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yes, go in.
Yeah, myself, Govindraman. Sir, like most of the SBs are not using group challan like facility provided by IEEE. Actually, that will be really helpful for all SBs if they use group challan. So, like while sitting in the home itself, they can pay all the membership fees using one challan, and the process is very simple. So yeah, we need to like we have already like group challan template available in IEEE website. We need to just fill up the details and send to group challan at IEEE.org mail ID. They will process the group challan, and they will give back the group challan, and we need to like complete the payment. So like that will be really helpful for our all SBs. That's why just mentioned here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Govindaraman. So for everyone's kind attention, Govindaraman is actually the hub student representative of the joint chapter of Triangle Hub. Am I right, Govind? Govind?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, anyway, thank you, Govind, for sharing that details with the team. Thank you. So if you, as with that told, we are closed for the day, but we are very happy to connect with you all. So if you have any further queries, you can just interact informally.
Yes, sir. And there's a Google form that is shared in the chat box. So sir, the participants can fill the Google form which is shared on the chat box. So the form will be referred to validate your participation and to generate certificates. So we request you to kindly fill the same.
Okay, with that note, everyone can unmute the mic if you need. And if you can ask a question, you can ask a question. Otherwise, we will close this session within a minute or two. This platforms is mainly intended to ensure that everyone in each and every SB reports before February 1st. So that is a slight training, and this session is also updated in YouTube IEEE Kerala section. So that feel free to check on the YouTube. You can subscribe and you can check on the whole day videos, which would benefit your student branch. So I feel that there are no more questions. So we can close the session. Everyone can, as Mendon said, everyone can unmute yourself and you can talk now. We have muted you all to keep an online decorum, to show respect to the speaker for accidentally turning on your mic or video.
Sir, hello.
Yes, Hemish.
Okay. Just it's a clear question, but we use OU analytics to actually, what do you say? We use group challenge, right? Group challenge. What is the best time of the year to make use a group challenge? Maybe sometime we will close the registration soon enough. Yeah. When is the best time to do a group challenge?
Okay. the best time would be like always to have before 24th of February, but don't rush it then. So as and when the new XCOM is finalized, you can generate as and when required. Okay, so the thing is that you should not delay before 24th, and you should not extend near 24th as well, because the site issue or any technical issue may limit you to generate that challan as well. It's actually a simple process. I can share you the photo of how a group challan works. We have screenshots of what the process looked like. So through the link team, we can share it with you. Okay, since Govindaraman had shared that insight on group challan, would you like to add anything on that, Govind?
Yes, sir. It will be better like if we complete in December 15 or something that time. So like if we process challan in December 15, we can complete the payments in December 20, that range, and like we will have members in December 31st. So like that will help in student branch rebates also. So that will be a better time to generate group challan. And one note also, like in like don't get it to December 20 or 21st, because at that time like Christmas holidays may come in like US and all. So things may get delayed.
Sir,
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you, Govindaraman. So the point here mentioned is that since we have surpassed 31st, we can't do anything right now. So what Govindaraman pointed out is that during my presentation itself, for getting SB rebates, that membership count that we look for is 31st of December. So let's say that you have a count of 49 on 30 and 31st. Before and after 2 days, you have increased the count to 52. So there is a two slab. Below the 50 count, you get only $50 plus $2 per each members. Then if you have more than 50, you will get a slab of $100. So that is a point Govindaraman has mentioned there. But if you consider at the present moment, 24th is the last date where even if you are renewed till 2019, I mean in December you will get a membership till 2020, but presently we have a future 50 plan. Okay, so that within $13.5 you can renew your IEEE membership. But the point is you should do that before 24th of February. Otherwise you will be carried from active to arrear.
So there's one more question.
Yes.
So most of the time when I renew a membership for say myself or for others, I usually do the challan method. But nowadays it is difficult since the banks are merging. Corporation Bank is already merged with Union Bank. So when I go to any local corporation bank, they say you have to go to the head office. So usually I have to go to Trivandrum main branch. So is there any other way to do it at my at home itself?
Yes. Actually,
I mean,
yes, you can. Even this pandemic, we won't recommend you going to bank. So if you see or if you generate a challan, you can see that the account that you are generated is actually quite unique. So you can even do an F transfer with a reference remarks that your IEEE membership number or the reference ID that has been generated in your challan. So through the next transfer at your comfort of the home, also you can renew account. You don't need to go to a corporation bank.
okay. So does that mean we don't need to have a credit card or any other?
No, you doesn't require a credit card. You can do an F transfer. If you have a mobile phone and if you have a bank application at your mobile phone, you can directly do with F transfer. You are already doing IMPS transfer, right? So instead of that, you can
Okay.
do an F transfer. It's actually quite easy with the comforts of the home without going to any bank. You can do it right away, and within a day or two, it will be activated. I hope I
So
have cleared that question.
sir, then the recipient for the NEFT would be IEEE Kerala section.
No. When you are generating a challan, okay, at IEEE portal, it will be a corporation bank at Bangalore. And
Okay.
there it will be a unique account number pertaining to your account. So when you are
Yes.
depositing it, that particular account, it is actually for your membership. So each and every member is being assigned as a particular, like a SB account in that particular bank. So it is
Yes.
unique,
Okay.
and as if you are transferring to your another account, but it's a IEEE account. It will be maintained by the IEEE Bangalore section, because Bangalore is the area where we get funds from. Okay, or we get funds to.
Okay.
So
Thank you, sir.
if you generate the challan, you can see the corporation bank at Bangalore and the
Yes.
next
Yes.
details as well. So you can use the
Yes.
same next details.
Okay.
And to add a point, all the corporation banks, even though they are merged with the Union Bank, we have a provision them to accept. So if a person who is there at the corporation bank is not accepting, you can directly call or contact the general manager of that particular branch, and he or she should be able to do that. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's something new for me.
Okay, anyway,
Okay.
it's great that you asked, so that we could clear a lot. So anyway, we will be
Okay.
sending out these two things, so that it will be easier for each and everyone. With the comforts at home, you can renew IEEE membership.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Okay, anyway, that was a good question. I hope it was useful. Is there any more questions?
So there's a question in the chat box. Was that cleared? So how can we report an event organized by more than one OU?
Okay, so when you are reporting a particular event, you go to event reporting at Vtools. So there we can have an option of having co-hosts. So there, if like say that CET is a college of is a OU in that SB is conducting an event, and let's say that a ComSoc or Communication Society or the RAS Society is also a part of it. So there you have an option called host tab. In that we can add co-hosts or partnering organization units, so that you can add that as well. So that when you are generating the event draft or even as a preview, you can see that there are two association inbuilt with that. Let's say that if you are two SPs are hosting each other, the first and foremost thing is that since if it is within an SB, the final word will be the branch counselor. If it is an inter SB, then through the branch counselors of these two colleges, you have to approach the VSAC of the respective triangle hub, and a concurrence with the VSAC as well as the HSR should be obtained to be a concurrent event, because this is only thing is to ensure that everything has in smooth process. So once it is obtained, then you can schedule a Vtools event reporting, and there each and everyone can select as a host, and the other person can be marked as a co-host feature. So this provision is for the chair of SB or for the SBC. I hope I have answered your question. Is it okay, or is it clear?
Yes, I hope that will do. Yes, he has mentioned in the chat box that it is cleared. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay,
So
now we
another
are
question.
okay.
So what's that we have to report in order to get the rebate? Is it the office reporting or anything else?
Okay, this is the thing that we have just taken now, Mr. Thomas, the MDC chair, which has taken. The first and foremost is that if you have a execom that is already there, or if there is an execom that is going to take over, it is best that the new execom take over before February 1st, and that particular new chair can a chair and the bank counselor of any other new execom should be reported first. So first, it should be the officer reporting. So after officer reporting, then what we should do is that you should have some sort of vision and mission for your SB, even including all the societies and affinity group inside your SB. So there you should have a formal meeting or informal meeting so that you can have a general idea what are the plan. Like what Thomas has said is that you should have a plan of having certain goals. So you should first create an event for the SB. So during my presentation, I have talked about how to plan a particular event. So you should have a group of event plan, which can be a technical event, or it can be an outreach kind of event, a non-technical event, or interpersonal skills, or a techno-manager skills type of event, where you should have a clear idea plan and goal set. So with that, you can submit your SP plan for the year, and you can set your goals, and with that you will have a general SB plan. So along with that, you should able to do that on February 1st. Only then you will be eligible for getting a rebate. Okay, I hope that is clear. So officer reporting and yes, the SP annual plan. So that will be the two. Next is
So another question that is connected to it, whether only the renewed memberships are counted or the rebate or the members listed in the to be renewed category will be also considered.
okay, that membership that counted is will be on 31st of December on 2020. So let's say that if a person has renewed now, let's take a case where your SB has 48 members till 31st of 2020. So according to that, if you have 48 members, then you are eligible for having a slab of $50. Then you take that $50 and take 48 into 2. So what is the total amount with that? So you will get 96. So 96 plus $50 will be the rebate for your SP. Okay. So if a member renews after 31st of December 2020, naturally that particular person will come the next year, 31st of 2021. So you will be eligible for that count for the next year membership. So that is a count that we can. So the basic idea how much you will get is that first have the number of members. Let's say that in your college you have 85 members. So you do into 2. So that will be the dollar plus, since it is above 50, you can add $100 as a slab. If it is below 50, you add $50. So for each member, you will get $2. So I hope it's clear now.
Yeah, hi sir, I'm Salih. I
Salih,
think
hello. Nice.
yeah.
Long time. Okay.
Yeah, I think his question is not about that. I think it is if someone is renewed before 31st, they will also add it to the members list. So if some students may be renew in January or February, so they will be active members during that 31st December 31st. They will also be counted for the rebate, I think. Yeah, total active members. They are not actually member of 2021, but they are active member at the time of December 31st. They will also be counted for the rebate, as of my knowledge.
Okay, so what I understood is that if that particular member renews after 31st, but they are using the challan of the previous year.
Yeah, if he is not renewing for the 2021, the SP will get the rebate, I think.
Okay, if he is not renewing for the 2021, but he is already member for 2020, right?
2020.
Okay, then what is the membership count as per on 2020 31st December? That will be taken for the SB rebate.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Sahil.
Thank you.
So I think so that's all with the questions. We can wind up.
Okay, anyway, thank you all. And so I would like to thank the entire the SAC team, the VSAC and the Link and MD for coordinating this very wonderfully, spending the whole day with all of you. So I sincerely thank each and everyone. There's no naming, it's an entire team. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.